In this video, I will be looking into the Irish teams that will be participating in the United Rugby Championship. Now, just a disclaimer, I'm gonna look at the Irish teams from a normal South African person's point of view. I won't pretend that I'm an expert in Irish rugby. I won't pretend that I know all the Irish players and all the ins and outs of the teams there. I'm just a normal guy from South Africa that would like to know more about the Irish teams that my team will be playing against. So the first team I'm going to cover is Connaught. So Connaught, I'll just go through this team sheet here. Okay, so what player do I recognize over here? Let's see. Okay, the only player I know here or recognize is Bandiaki. Bandiaki was a player from New Zealand. Many people saw him as a failed player in Super Rugby. Who else here from these guys? Conor Fitzgerald, I don't know him. Conor Kenny, Conor Oliver, I don't know these guys. Dominic Robertson, McCoy, nope, don't know you. Gavin Thornberry. To my Irish subscribers and listeners to this channel or watchers, I do listen to your what's it program called? Off the Ball. Yes, I'm a follower of the ball, and many of these names I probably heard on Off the Ball. Okay, Matthew Burke. Okay, now I know a Matthew Burke that played for Australia, and it's not this guy. Matt Healy, okay, his name sounds familiar because I listened to Off the Ball. Quinn Roux, yes, that's what the other player that I'm familiar with, Quinn Roux. Sean O'Brien. Okay, I don't know if it is the Sean O'Brien I hear a lot about. There's so many Sean O'Briens in Ireland. Stephen Fitzgerald sounds familiar. Tom Daly sounds familiar. But sorry guys, I do not know the Connaught players, but I would love to get to know them. Then what I saw about Connaught in the Pro 14 when the Cheetahs and the Kings participated, they beat the Cheetahs at home. I think a lot. I don't think the Cheetahs won Connaught away in Ireland, and I know they beat the Kings as well. So they are a decent team, but beating the Kings and the Cheetahs doesn't say a lot. So yeah, I think in my opinion, I know Connaught is usually considered the fourth best team in Ireland. Okay, then the next team I would like to look into will be Ulster. Okay, so who are the players in this team here that I recognize? Okay, Sam Carter, nope. Okay, Marcel Coetzee is no more with them, he's with the Bulls. John Cooney, I recognize his name. Yes, Ian Henderson, I know Ian Henderson. Bill Johnson, don't know him. Craig Jones, nope. Okay, then Louis Ludik, old player from South Africa, used to play for the Lions. Otherwise, I don't know the other guys. Jack McGrath, his name sounds familiar. Jody Murphy, yes, I know Jody Murphy a little bit because of me watching or listening to Off the Ball. Otherwise, who else here? Bradley Roberts, nope. There we go. Jacob Stockdale, definitely I know Jacob Stockdale. For him playing for Ireland. But the other players, I've got no idea who they are. But I know Ulster is a half decent team. They do, I would say, middle top table in Pro 12, Pro 14 in recent years. They are nowhere in Europe, but yeah, interesting team. So sorry guys, Connaught supporters who's watching this video. I do not, at this moment I only know Ian Henderson, Jacob Stockdale, Marcel Coetzee is now with the Bulls, and that's basically the only players I know of your team, but I would like to get to know your team. Okay, then the next team is Munster. Okay, so with Munster, the players I recognize here is Joey Carberry. He used to play for Leinster. James Cronin, he plays also for Ireland. I saw him as Chris Farrell. Okay, Damien Delunde, obviously. JP Ferreira, yes. Who's the other players here? Paul Holland, nope, don't know him. Jason Jenkins, yes, he comes from the Bulls, I know him. Stephen Larkham's the coach. Who else? Conor Murray, definitely. I know Conor Murray. Peter O'Mahony, yes, definitely. RG Snyman, definitely. And that's the only players I know of Munster, which is basically more than the other previous two teams I went through. Munster, I would say they're a decent team. Munster, the way I view Munster, they're more forward orientated in the way of playing. Very decent team. I would see them always in the top half or in the top 4 of this competition. So Munster is a very decent team. Okay, then the next team I would like to dwell into quickly is Leinster. Okay, so for Leinster, Ryan Bird, nope. Ross Byrne, yes, I know Ross Byrne. Fly off is so Jack Conan, yes. Okay, I don't know these guys. Peter Dooley, I don't know who you are. Then there is Scott Fardy. I think Scott Fardy is an Australian. Okay, I don't know the other guys. Okay, then the well-known guys here is Tuck Furlong, yes. Ian Healy and Robbie Henshaw. They are the guys I know here. I don't know guys why you spell Ian Healy with a C. Is it Kian Healy? I know it's Ian Healy. Very good player. Robbie Henshaw, excellent centre. Dave Carney, I think he's the brother of Rob Carney. The other player I know here will be James Lowe. I see James Lowe as a reject. I think he used to play for the Chiefs in Super Rugby. Average player, got exposed for Ireland on defence. Josh Murphy, okay, Conor O'Brien, this name sounds familiar. Rowan Osborne, ooh, don't know these guys. Tommy O'Brien, don't know who you are. Gary Ringrose, I've heard lots about Gary Ringrose. And off the ball, James Ryan, yes, I know James Ryan. Johnny Sexton, yes, everybody knows Johnny Sexton. Devon Toner, yes, and Josh van der Vlier. I think he normally comes on as a substitute when Ireland plays. So, yeah, so Leinster, extremely strong team. I think Leinster is a team to beat for the South African franchises. If they can knock off Leinster consistently, then they will boss this competition. But I view Leinster as being the gatekeepers of the United Rugby Championship. But the Irish teams are decent. I think all 4 Irish teams will be a threat to any team from South Africa. They're well organized, they're well coached. I'm talking about all 4 teams now. They're well coached, well organized, and it's going to be very good to actually see them play against South African teams. So yes, thank you guys. I would like to hear from the Irish viewers. If you, please comment, and yeah, I want to learn about your teams, get to know the players and the style of plays. So thank you for watching guys, and enjoy your game.